So, good day everyone. My name is Abdulaziz Tatak, and today we were going to talk about strength and resistance training. So, in this video, we were going to talk about what is strength and resistance training, what are the difference between strength and resistance training, and what are the benefits of doing it. So, first, we were going to talk about what is strength and resistance training. Also known as strength training exercise, has been growing in popularity in recent years. Resistance training is a form of physical activity that has been traditionally perceived as a component of training programs limited to athletic individuals and competitive weightlifters seeking to improve performance. However, this conception is no longer true. Extensive research reveals that not only resistance training is an effective method for improving muscular strength, endurance, and power, but it is also effective for improving the health status of most individuals. Not only competitive athletes, but also it is a vital part of a balanced physical activity routine that includes aerobic and flexibility activities. So, by that, itong strength and resistance training, nung una is tingin nilang nila is ang nakaka-benefit lang is yung mga athletes and mga weightlifters. Hindi pa nila nakikita na tayo rin ay nakaka-benefit from this. So, sa kalaunan, habang tumatagal, nagkakaroon na rin ng mga maraming studies, and sa mga studies na to is nare-reveal na hindi lang yung mga athletes and mga weightlifters ang nagbe-benefit mula dito, kundi pati na rin tayo, mga individuals, na parang hindi naman ginagawa itong, hindi naman tayo athlete or hindi naman tayo weightlifter, pero as a part of our health, need natin din gawin ito para naman mas ma-improve pa yung overall health status natin. So, this is true because according to Dr. Mike, he's a doctor and also a YouTuber. Sa kanyang video na may title na Worst Fitness Mistakes My Patients Make, ito yung top 10 na beginner fitness mistake na kung saan isa dito ay yung pag-skip ng weights. So, according to Dr. Mike, ang pag-skip daw ng weights is hindi dapat ginagawa. Kumbaga, isinasali din natin sa fitness journey natin, hindi natin dapat iniiwan, hindi natin dapat tinatalikuran kasi at the end of the day, ito rin yung may malaking parang may malaking ambag sa naging fitness journey natin. So ngayon, move tayo sa difference ng strength training and resistance training. So, pag sinabi natin resistance training is a way or method of training that improves muscular fitness. It's a form of physical activity that focuses on exercising a muscle or a muscle group against external resistance. So, from the word resistance, so we will dito sa resistance training, nagtitrain tayo more on to resist dun sa mga weights na ginagawa natin. More on pag-build ng ating muscles, more on nagkaano siya sa more on sa muscle fitness or ng muscle strength natin. Doon lang talaga siya naka-focus sa pagpapaganda ng ating katawan, and kumbaga parang masabi natin na physically fit tayo kasi maganda yung pangangatawan natin. So parang doon lang siya naka-focus. So, sino-sino nga ba ang dapat na gumagawa nitong resistance training? So, ito na yung sinasabi ko na parang lahat tayo dapat gumagawa nito kasi hindi lang si athlete, hindi lang si weightlifter yung nakakakuha ng mga benefits, kundi as well as tayo rin na gumagawa nito. So, ang mga pwedeng gumawa nito is wala namang age restriction dito. So, mapabata or matanda, pwedeng gawin itong mga resistance training. Itong resistance training din is best din ito siya as a way sa pag-decrease ng risk na pagkakaroon ng heart disease sa pamamagitan ng pagpapababa ng body fat, and also maganda rin itong resistance training para sa mga individual na gustong mag-improve yung kanilang mobility. Ngayon, itong resistance training, tinatawag nilang overarching method sa pag-achieve ng multiple goals tulad ng muscle strength, ng endurance, power, and also ng hypertrophy or yung tinatawag nilang muscle growth. Ngayon naman, move tayo sa strength training. Is a goal-based training that helps you build muscle mass, stronger bones, which eventually makes you stronger. So, dito naman kay strength training, kung kay resistance training is pagpapaganda ng katawan, dito naman kay strength training is more on pagpapalakas ng ating katawan. Kumbaga parang gusto niya maging stronger, ganun. So, kaya strength training naman, hindi siya nakafocus on pagpapaganda ng katawan, but rather nakafocus sa pagpapalakas ng katawan. So, para kanino naman tong strength training? So, kadalasan, ang strength training is para sa mga nag-weightlift na gustong lumakas para magkabuhat ng mabibigat na bagay, and also para sa mga athlete na gusto nila mag-improve yung kanilang sporting performance. Ngayon, proceed tayo dito sa picture na ito. So, makikita natin na meron ditong malaking lalaki or yung kumbaga malaking muscles, and nagbubuhat siya ng barbell, and halata naman natin na parang nahihirapan siya sa pagbubuhat nito. While sa kabila naman is hindi gaano kalaki yung kanyang katawan, pero hindi naman siya nahihirapan dun sa barbell, kung saan same din sila ng dinadala. Now, this explain that building strength makes building muscle much easier, and building muscle makes building strength much easier. Ngayon, alam kong nakakalito, pero itong dalawang bagay na to is magkaiba. Paano nga ba? So, sa isang literature, itong literature na ito, makikita natin naka-indicate dito na sa pagbibuild daw ng strength is kailangan heavy loads, kumbaga mabibigat na bagay. So ano nga ba, paano nga ba natin masasabi na mabibigat na bagay? So masasabi natin na mabibigat na bagay kumbaga kung sa 3 reps pa lang is nahihirapan ka na, ibig sabihin yun yung doon ka nakakagain ng strength mo, doon ka nakakagain ng lakas mo sa pagbibigat ng bagay. Let's say si Heidelin Diaz, makikita naman natin hindi gaano kalakihan yung kanyang katawan, pero malakas siya. So habang nagbi-build siya ng kanyang strength, is also nagbi-build up din yung kanyang muscle. So hindi yung pagbi-build niya ng muscle yung pinaka target niya, kundi yung pagbi-build ng strength niya. Kumbaga para mas maging strong siya, para mas makalift na may bigat na bagay. Also dito sa study na to, makikita natin na ang isang set and compared natin sa 3 or 5 sets is parang same lang din sila. So kumbaga, ang isang set mo is okay na yun siya, kung ang goal mo lang is makabuild ng strength. Kasi at the end of the day, parang magbibuhat ka na naman may bigat na bagay, and hindi mo naman kailangan ng maraming sets, kasi yung kakaroon ng maraming sets is more on building the muscle na yun. So ibang usapan na yun siya. So, dito naman sa atin sa pagbibuild ng ating muscle is more on, pagbibuild ng strength is more on, parang dinadagdagan lang natin yung, let's say for example, sa first day mo, mayroon kang 10 kilograms. So, the next day, dapat magdagdagan mo. Let's say, maging 15 kilogram, din sa third day, maging 20. So, ang pinaka-focus lang talaga is para lumakas yung bones mo. Para mas lift ka ng mga heavy loads. So in that case, yung katawan mo is magiging much stronger, and mas makakabuhat ka na magibigat na bagay. So while doing that, habang nag-build ka ng iyong strength, napapansin mo na mag-build up din yung iyong muscle. Ngayon, dito naman tayo sa building muscle makes building strength much easier. So dito naman, kumbaga, let's say nakafocus ka sa pagbibuild ng iyong muscle. So ngayon, sa pagbibuild ng muscle, according dito sa study, is kailangan volume. So nasa volume talaga yung kumbaga kailangan maramihan. Let's say for example, mga 3 sets, mga 6 sets. Yan yung sinasabi ko na kung sa strength training tayo, kumbaga kung sa pagbibuild tayo ng strength, ang strength is enough na yung isang set. Kasi ang binibuild mo lang doon is yung lakas, and eventually dadagdagan mo yung weights. Samantala naman dito sa pagbibuild ng muscle, volume is the key para mas lumaki yung muscle mo. So let's say sa day 1 mo 10 kilograms. Ngayon mayroon kang, let's say sabihin natin 3 to 5 sets. Ngayon i-maintain mo yung ganun na bagay. So for example, sa loob ng isang week, i-maintain mo yung 3 to 5 sets na gagawin mo. Let's say for example, mga 10 repetitions tapos 3 to 5 sets a day. So in that case, magbi-build ka ng muscle. So habang nakaka-build ka ng muscle, nakaka-build ka rin ng strength. So paano ka nakaka-build ng strength? So parang nare-resist mo na, kumbaga parang nasasanay ka na doon sa bigat. Nare-resist mo na yung bigat. So in that case, makaka-build ka ng strength, pero magkaiba pa din doon sa kapag strength talaga yung binild mo. So now move tayo sa mga benefits na pwede natin makuha sa paggawa ng strength or resistance training. First, we have improved muscle strength and tone to protect your joints from injury. Second is maintaining flexibility and balance, which can help you remain independent as you age. Third, weight management and increased muscle to fat ratio. As you gain muscle, your body burns more kilojoules when at rest. Pang-apat, may help you reduce or prevent cognitive decline in older people. Pang-lima is greater stamina. As you grow stronger, you won't get tired as easily. Pang-anim, prevention or control of chronic conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, back pain, depression, and obesity. Pang-anim, pain management. Pang-pito, improve mobility and balance. Pang-walo, improve posture. Pang-siyam, decrease risk of injury. And pang-sampo is increase bone density and strength and reduce risk of osteoporosis. So, aside from this, mai-improve din yung sense of well-being natin. Resistance training may boost your self-confidence and improve your body image and your mood. And it will also improve sleep and avoidance of insomnia. It will also increase our self-esteem and enhance the performance of daily everyday tasks. So I guess that's all. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead. Thank you.